Hello guys, this is a quick spliced part of the video. I'm at the end of my walk now where I recorded the video that you're just about to watch. It turned into more of a vlog slash my first retro ramble episode. I'm doing a lot more walking now, and I just thought, on spare the moment thing, I was halfway through my walk this morning, I thought, I'm just gonna throw the camera on and do a video response to the video that you've just clicked on. So yeah, it goes off on a bit of a tangent. It covers a lot of different things, the YouTube community, subscriptions, and the VR response for the modern versus retro. So I jump around quite a lot, but I will try and put jump cuts in if you just want to watch the video response and stuff. But yeah, this is the first installment of my retro ramble series where I'm just going to record basically a bit like a retro gaming chat for 20 to 30 minutes, maybe once a month, maybe never again. Yeah, just to chat about the gaming community and things as a whole. So anyway, let's get to the video response and hope you enjoy. Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room here. Yeah, it's 6:15 in the morning. I'm mixing up my exercise routine by doing a good hour-long walk. So this sort of doubles up as a bit of one of my fitness catch-up videos as well. Sorry for the dodgy camera work as well. I'll try and keep the phone as steady as possible. Yeah, been loving the video VRs going around YouTube, and seen another one, so I wanted to jump in on this one. Obviously it won't go on too long, hopefully, because I'm holding the camera up just with my hand in front of me. Yeah, this one is modern versus retro. I saw the video via Retro Hulk, aka Roger Retro Gamer. Really good video, and it's weird actually because I can sort of, I've definitely changed my gaming habits. I'd say probably in the last 2 to 3 years. I'm retro through and through, as anyone will be able to testify looking at my videos. With all the Mega Drive stuff and SNES stuff behind me, I'm very much, probably up until about 2 or 3 years ago, like I said, I was very much retro. Everything was retro. A lot of my pickups were retro. Occasionally I would get an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 4 game. But I always bang on about it. My channel's about memories. I started off in 2009, I believe, on YouTube, and that was about retro games. It was about collecting retro games. It was a retro gaming community. So my channel has really been geared up to retro gaming, and it wasn't even current at the time my channel went live. So yeah, around that time it would have been like the PlayStation 3 and things like that. I had a PlayStation 3, but never really got the same look in as my Mega Drive collection did. It's funny because you spend all that time as a child, like a few people have touched on it now, you spend all that time when you're a kid wishing you could play these games. Like Roger, perfect example, pulled out a RoboCop game and said, like, these are the games that we wanted to play and wished we could have played as a kid. And it's funny, like back then you would have done anything to play these games, but now where you have that disposable income and you have the consoles with the graphic capability to play those games, we still gravitate towards the retro. Well, I certainly do anyway, and I'm sure other people do as well, hence why people have put up these responses, these VRs. So yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how that works? Almost full circle. You've got these games at your fingertips and then you don't do anything about it. It's like the people that moan about Blockbuster Video closing. I was one of them. It's such a staple of our sort of high street and things like that, closing. I couldn't remember the last time I went to Blockbuster before that closed. So a bit like Woolworths as well, Wilkinson's, they're all the same. We've got all this stuff out there now to play on, and I still gravitate towards the retro, and that is because of the memories and the pick up and playability. Just being able to throw a game in a, although Although, sort of saying that, it does sound a bit stupid, because the pickup and playability, yeah, that's fine. You can be straight into a game, but nowadays you have to find the console, the TV to play it on, the cables, the controller. In certain cases, you also have to find some batteries for the controller. So it's probably about as quick as downloading an update for a game nowadays. But anyway, so yeah, that's been about not too bad actually, nearly a 5-minute ramble there as to why really modern and retro, which do I prefer. I'm going to get to it now. So the modern day, since having children, it's changed my stance quite considerably, because I'm getting to the age now where my son and daughter are starting to play video games with me, which is great. So we're playing lots of games that they're into from TV series. Like, I'm just going to casually change hands here because my right arm is absolutely killing me. So recently, I mean, the Switch has been revolutionary for them. You know, they can now play Mario Kart, the Bluey game, which is great. My daughter's recently downloaded a Trolls game, which it looks awful, but she loves it. And at the weekend, my daughter was playing Sonic on the Mega Drive collection, and she absolutely loved it. She also played a bit of Earthworm Jim, which is one of my favourite games. Obviously I've been doing the wrestling videos, the created superstar wrestling videos, going back to the right hand. So yeah, I can appreciate, you know, it's not like I didn't realise these games are out there, but I'm sort of starting to live my video gaming through their eyes now as well, if that makes sense. They've got their own little taste of games and things like that. Like there's another game that they've got. So they've got the Bluey game, and what's the other game they've got that they play on quite a lot? I can't remember. But yeah, they play on quite a lot. They don't play it quite a lot. They probably play it a few times at the weekend, but it's great seeing gaming through their eyes. And it was really weird sort of seeing my daughter wanting to play Sonic 2, because that's like my favourite ever game. That meant so much to me when she said that. Like, I actually wanted to play and wanted me to play with her. So obviously I was Tails and jumping off things and disappearing off screen while she was killing herself, cackling. And they're memories that I've now got of those consoles. That sounds stupid, you know. I'm always going to remember back and saying in sort of 20 plus years, when she comes over with her children and I'm a granddad, and still going on walks, hopefully, you know, I'll be able to go, oh, do you remember playing this game back in the day, and stuff like that. So, you know, all of a sudden you're forming memories with that console, that game, and things like that. So I think a few people have also touched on it, that nowadays it's actually quite easy to replay the older games via like the downloads or the emulators, or so you're never really too far away from anything you want to play, any media that you want to play. So I think the transition of these companies that just released the same game that they've had so much success with over and over again, has been pretty smooth. They've done a really good job at sort of converting these games, remaking them in certain cases as well, and also, you know, the new Zelda, the recent open world Zelda game that's on the Switch that I haven't played, which everyone tells me, even if you're not a Zelda fan, you've got to play. So eventually I'm going to end up playing that, but the transition seems to have been pretty smooth from you know, modern, from retro to modern, sorry. So for the first time, I actually really thought about this when I was watching these video responses, and I'm in total agreement. I don't know if I can really choose nowadays. Obviously I've got my retro collection and stuff like that, and that's never really going to leave me. I I've got the consoles. I've got a recent console variant that I filmed a pickup for only yesterday, and I was actually thinking that was going to be my next upload, but this will be my next upload. You know, so I'm still picking up. I mean, my channel is, you know, you're not going to see me picking up a. In fact, I'm not going to say that, because I've recently been looking at a console that I swore I'd never pick up. Just because I've been watching a few videos on games, and there's a few games that now they're looking a bit more appealing to me. so I'm not going to say that, but anyway, in fact, I can't leave it like that. You're not going to see a PS5 turning up on my channel anytime soon. I'm pretty happy with where I am at the moment. So I've got most up-to-date console I've got is the Xbox One, and that does an awful, well, it does everything I want, really. Pretty happy with that console. Great library of games. The Game Pass now. Last night, funnily enough, I was playing NHL 24. Haven't played an NHL game since Wednesday night. It's now Friday morning. Yeah, because I started to do that Wednesday night, just on the whim. Thought I'd have a look on Game Pass. You know, I paid for this thing and I very rarely use it. So I fired it up and found NHL was on there. You don't even have to download the game now. It's on a that blew my mind, where it literally, you know, you loaded the game, you selected the game, it loaded up, you started playing it. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's even easier now to play those games. There was no updates whatsoever. Didn't even have to download it. It just loaded up. I think it's cloud gaming, it was called, or something like that. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't really play online. I don't really play modern all that much, but it's definitely happening more and more recently. And you know what? It was last night. It was at least 2 hours that I was playing NHL. Had a great time. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we wished when we were playing FIFA International or EA NHL PA Hockey, which is NHL 94 effectively, that we had this graphical advantage, you know, to the games that were out at the time, and, you know, things that are different and stuff. So, and, you know, we very rarely played them now. And obviously that comes down to time. Everyone's different. Everyone's got different priorities. And, you know, work and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I completely get that. And that's I hate it when it rains, because the footpath goes missing. Yeah, I can just about see it. So let's chance around. There's a little hole which you might, I don't even know why I'm pointing on the camera, even if I'm pointing on there at all. There's a hole at the top, so I'm gonna walk up there. Also, it's rained as well. It's tipped it down the past few days, so boots are going to be absolutely covered. Yeah, like I said, everyone's life's different, isn't it? And it's whatever works for you. Personally, at the moment, my console of choice is the modern day consoles. Is definitely the Xbox One and also the Switch. The PlayStation 4, I can't even remember the last time I turned it on. The ease of being able to play online with your friends as well. Like myself and Rob have played GoldenEye online countless number of times. And that's brilliant, because like I said, the conversion of these games has been brilliant, and they've really converted those games so well to the newer consoles, and the ease of being able to play that now, just loading it up, is, you know, brilliant, and that allows you to get those memories. Yeah, so I think that's where I am, really. Wasn't intending to record a video this morning, but yeah, I just thought I'd do it. So I've added in walks instead of running on certain mornings, because I just noticed my knees were absolutely starting to break down on me. So I had to be a bit more sensible. For those people, I haven't actually put up the fitness video. I started recording it in January and I'm still adding to it. So yeah, it's nice to be able to get out and do a few miles at least once a week with a walk. Running them around 4 or 5 miles now. So, God, getting out of breath, but I am walking uphill, to be fair. And also holding this phone up isn't helping me either. So anyway, so yeah, that's my take on modern versus retro. Where I am now, to be honest, yeah, I couldn't tell you, to be fair. Collection wise, 100% retro. Gameplay wise, probably say modern at the moment, but I have no plans to change my channel collecting habits. Like I said, I just recorded a new edition yesterday, which I've been after since I started my channel. It's nothing spectacular, but it was just the condition of the listing that I was looking on eBay. It looks incredible, too good to pass up. So yeah, that's where I am. So I can't, basically I've recorded this VR and I haven't actually really answered it. So but yeah, and which do I prefer? I would say they both got their pros and they both got their cons for me, but I would say for memories with my children now that I'm going to remember moving forward, you know, sometimes you've just got to think, right, this stuff is brilliant. Like all my Mega Drive stuff and SNES stuff, as I touched on, it's brilliant. That's a real part in my life, and also the 90s and things I covered. You know, I absolutely love the 90s. So that's my main memory as a child. And I've got such happy memories in the 90s, and things changed so much for me after the 90s. And now I've got the chance to have newer memories with my children on stuff, and video gaming is still a passion for me, and I'm glad that I can have my children come along with me for the ride, and also my wife. You know, we've played Mario Kart a few times, not an awful lot, but we've played, you know, games. Life is stressful, you know, life is busy, and when you just get like 2 hours together in the evening before you go off to bed, after bedtime routine, gaming is not necessarily what you want to do. You want to just sit there sometimes watching a YouTube video with a headphone in and chatting to your partner, or just watching TV or something like that, just relaxing, stopping. I mean, I try to get out as much as I can now. I try to get out 3 mornings a week. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. So I started that other health update fitness vlog video. It is done, but I started playing hockey, ice hockey again in February, which has been great because obviously I love my hockey, but also it means I don't have to go out in the mornings on Monday, because the training is Monday evenings, so it means I can stay in bed. That morning. So I have no idea where this path goes, so we'll try this way. So being able to get out and stuff and sort of clear your mind before you start work and stuff, it's worked really well. So I think that's my answer to the question. I haven't really got an answer for it. Nearly an 18-minute video about not really giving you an answer, which is pretty normal for me, I'd say. But I would also say, just to finish off, it's weird because recently, for the first time in ages, I actually saw my subscriber count, and this is a changing in the times, obviously, because I think my subscribers, I'm nearly at 1,500 subscribers now. That when I started 14 years ago, it was quite easy to build a really good sort of following, and I mean that's testified in my videos from say like 5 years below. You know, they're all much higher than now, where a lot of my content really is aimed at those people that were into those collections at that time. So when I started, obviously it was Mega Drive, SNES, really heavy. Master System was still really popular, Game Gear, all that stuff. A lot of those YouTubers now, a lot of the subs that I actually have are probably inactive accounts now. You look at the amount of people that I used to watch, and I go back and try and find their videos. So, perfect example, I speak to the Ryan Shand still. Lovely guy up in Scotland, Aberdeen. Used to love his channel. I'm due to have a phone call with him next week sometime, which I'm really looking forward to. Doesn't put videos up, but he used to be an amazing YouTuber. I used to love his content. Xfile 2708 now does movie reviews and stuff, but he was on a hiatus for a long time. He had an amazing retro game collection. Ninja Bear Hug, you know, I checked on his videos, his channel a couple of weeks ago, and most of his, well, all of his classic Mega Drive collection stuff's gone. You know, he hasn't got his videos up or anything anymore. So, I mean, that's sort of what I was saying about, you know, people are busy, things change, stuff like that, people move on. That I think if you wiped away a lot of my subscribers, like started afresh, like Roger's just started his new channel, Retro Hulk, and it was funny seeing 48 subscribers, and I thought, you know what, it's probably 1,500 subscribers odd that I've got. I'd probably say only about sort of 4% of those people even use YouTube anymore on my channel. So I think if you took away all my subscribers, I'd probably have about 200 of people that actually sort of I communicate with and stuff like that. So it is funny how it works, isn't it, YouTube? Yeah, subscribers and your content. Like I said, we change as we get older, and so is the stuff we watch, I suppose, because people gravitate away. Probably a lot of those people have gone to Twitch and, you know, started. Is Twitch even a thing anymore? Anyway, the streaming platform for Xbox. A lot of people do all that, and yeah, that's sort of what I'm trying to say, really. YouTube has changed a lot in the 14-15 years that I've been on here, and the people that were around when I first started, I mean, I suppose you've got 2T UK and Sega Zombie, I think, was in the last sort of 7 to 8 years. Yeah, it's a lot of those people are still doing what they're doing when they started, you know, picking up games of a certain console and stuff. But my interests in gaming general have, well, not, how do I put it? I've always been there, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't sort of, I've always been open to the new generation of stuff and always been a fan of the past. So, yeah. I'm just rambling now, which is it's quite nice. I have thought actually on these walk videos that I would actually probably do a little series called Retro Rambles, maybe once a month, just to get out and chat about things like this. Like, perfect example, the subscriber thing, because I don't know if there's a way you can get inactive accounts removed from your subscriber feed or something like that. There must be something you can do, but yeah, I just think my subscriber count is massively inflated as to what as to the amount of people that actually watch my content. So but I mean, it's not a problem. I've always said my videos are not about views, but it's just noticed it the other day from seeing Roger start his new channel, and I thought, you know what, how cool would it be to actually start a YouTube channel in 2024? What would be retro, you know? What would be retro? That's quite a question, actually. What would be retro for people? Because, like I said, when I started, people were picking up Master System, Mega Drive, all that stuff. And nowadays they're not. They're picking up Xbox 360 collections and stuff that I'm not going to be doing. So I wouldn't necessarily view the videos, but because the people record it who I follow and enjoy watching, I watch it. So, you know, it's funny, isn't it, how it works, YouTube? But I love it. I'm always going to do it with my 1,500 subscribers. Maybe we could just take a naught off that, eh? We'll just call it 150 subs. So, but anyway, yeah. So sorry for the rambling. 23 minutes. Jesus. Strung this out. May as well done 10 questions. That's 2 video responses to Roger in the space of a month. Jesus. There are a few more people that have done this, so I will tag anyone else that I've seen that's done this video reply. I think I'm going to call this response video and Retro Rambles because it went off on a bit of a tangent, didn't it? So anyone that regularly watches my stuff will understand that's quite a common problem. So anyway, yes guys, please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe. Let me know some topics you want to chat about during a retro ramble. And I will hopefully get another episode recorded very soon for you. It's been quite nice actually getting out and talking because there's no one around. Views are absolutely stunning in the morning around here. Beautiful area. So I've got a coffee in my back pocket, which is now probably stone cold. In fact, let's do a bit of bonus content. Is it cold or is it lukewarm? It's very much lukewarm. We'll be all right. So yeah, guys, yeah, please pop any comments down below. I've enjoyed recording this video. Like I said, it's been something I've wanted to record since seeing it a few days ago from Rogie, or Retro Hulk. And I hope it's answered your questions, but otherwise it's been I'm probably going to call this Retro Ramble plus VR 1. Should we call it that? Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll leave it there. Anyway, guys, I've got plenty of content coming. I've got a few reviews coming. I've got something I'm doing a collaboration with a few other YouTubers. Hopefully we'll announce that soon. And yeah, until next time, guys, please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.